Are you ready to turn your YouTube channel into a lucrative business? Look no further, because in this video, we'll be sharing the secret formula for creating a successful YouTube channel that makes thousands of dollars per month. Welcome to Debt Busters, and thanks for joining us for another video. From the moment you launch your channel, we'll take you through the 5 essential phases that all successful channels go through. From learning the necessary skills to mastering the art of monetization, we've got you covered. So sit back, relax, and get ready to transform your channel into a money-making machine. Don't miss a beat, watch until the end and start your journey to YouTube success today. We've divided these phases based on where your channel might be at any given point in time. We urge you to pay attention so that you can know where your channel currently is, what skill sets to focus on during any given phase, and what to expect in the future. Make sure you pay close attention to the 4th phase, because that's where things really get interesting for your channel and your life as a content creator. If you don't understand a phase, write your question down, watch the video again, and take some notes. We'll start with the 2 mini stages and then move on to the main 5 phases. You might notice the topics of the videos are coming from conversations I have with viewers in the comments section or from polls in the community post. So be sure to comment on the video and participate in the polls to tell me what kind of content you'd like to see. Subscribe and turn on the post notification. Without wasting any more time, let's get started. The first phase we'll begin with is the starter stage. The starter stage comes first because it is where we get ourselves on the YouTube platform. The starter phase consists of 3 components. The first step is to identify a niche. This is where you decide what niche you want to specialize in. It could be gaming, finance, investing, or anything else of interest to you. Though, let's be honest, it should never be gaming. The second thing you should have done is go to the most popular channels in your niche, organize their videos by most popular, and write down their 10 most popular titles. If you do this for 3 channels, you'll have 30 ideas on what your first video should be about. Now that you've got your niche and 30 ideas, your third step is to immediately start publishing. This is where you overcome your fears and begin uploading videos in your chosen niche. The 4th part of the starter stage is that you become acquainted with the YouTube platform and how to upload a video and create a YouTube channel. There is little to say about the first phase. This is where you need to break down any barriers to getting started. If you are watching this and have yet to start a channel, you should get started and create one, because this is where the barrier to starting a YouTube channel is broken. You've got your 30 video topics. You know they'll do well because they're proven. Now it's just up to you to learn how to make thumbnails, make some simple edits, and publish videos on YouTube. The next mini stage is the compass stage. The compass phase is where you figure out where your YouTube channel is and create a success plan for it. The primary goal of the compass phase is clarity. So why is this so important? Many channels on YouTube need to know where they're going. So getting clarity will help you understand where your channel is going. During the compass phase, you should focus on developing specific skill sets. The first one is creating a channel blueprint that outlines what your channel stands for and everything you produce. This will help you when deciding whether to produce a piece of content on your channel, because you can always refer back to your blueprint and understand whether it fits. Furthermore, the compass phase will significantly assist you in understanding the niche you're targeting. You'll dive deeply into what's going on in that industry so you can understand how it works. This will provide you with a constant source of good video ideas, whether they come to you naturally or you seek them out. And because you know the industry so well, you'll already know what kinds of videos will do well and what kinds of videos will be groundbreaking in your space. During this compass phase, you will also gain a third-party perspective on your channel and learn how to review and audit your content and make your content evergreen. This means that whatever content you put on your channel has the potential to get views indefinitely, which is extremely powerful. If you follow all of the steps in the compass phase correctly, you will have refined your niche, which means you already know what your niche is about and what your industry looks like on YouTube. You'll also have created your channel blueprint, which is a blueprint of what you're doing with your channel, and anything that isn't on the blueprint you don't do, but everything on the blueprint you do well. The other 2 things you'll have accomplished in the compass phase are understanding how to create an evergreen framework for all of your channel's content. This means that all of your videos may receive views in the future. Finally, you will gain self-awareness, allowing you to understand why something went wrong in your channel. Now let's get started on the 5 phases. The first phase is Number 1. Ignition phase. The goal of the ignition phase is to get things started. Everything we learned in the starter and compass phases is now being implemented in the ignition phase. We've noticed that most YouTube channels breeze through the starter and compass phases, but when it comes to implementing the ignition phase, they become overwhelmed. This is one of the most significant roadblocks during this phase. The overall goal of this phase is to implement. However, there are a few skill sets that you must acquire during this phase. The first set of skills is figuring out what makes a good video idea and what won't be exciting or do well in search or suggested algorithms. During this phase, the first skill set significantly impacts the second skill set, which is making sure that the video format you choose goes with the idea you came up with. The next set of skills we are learning during this phase is how to set up your publishing pipeline. This is where you have a few videos under your belt and can start to optimize a little. This skill set allows you to be much more efficient in your video production. Once you've done everything correctly in the ignition phase, you'll have an idea of what you're doing and be heading in that direction, which is a fantastic feeling. You're starting to understand what a winning video is for your audience and your channel because you've been implementing and practicing these things, which leads to you having an established publishing pipeline, and as a result, you're going to see some early growth. We can't predict how much your channel will grow because different channels produce different results. Before we get too far into it, I'm not sure if it's for you, but if you know someone who's interested in growing their channel and dominating YouTube, then have them subscribe to this channel for more content like this. Just imagine if you had $10,000 more in your bank account every month. Use my link in the description if you'd like to try an absolutely free YouTube course that can grow your channel from $0 to $10,000 in profit on YouTube without showing your face, using your own voice, or making videos at all. The second phase is Number 2. Traction phase. The entire purpose of the traction phase is to obtain proof of concept for your channel. That is, create a library of content for the audience you want to reach. During the traction phase, the audience and the type of content are matched. If you struggled for a long time and feel like your channel is stuck, you need proof of concept. It makes no difference if you have a small channel with fewer than 1,000 subscribers, or if you've been doing it for a while and are feeling stagnant because you need proof of content for the next level of growth. So, what skill sets do you begin to comprehend during this phase? The first skill you will acquire is audience interaction. Because we are still in the early stages of determining what makes a video exciting or entertaining to our audience, audience interaction will be critical during this section. During this phase, we concentrate on the most effective ways to communicate, understand, and distinguish between good and bad feedback. During this phase, we are also finally ready to begin understanding advanced title and thumbnail production for our videos. Titles and thumbnails have yet to sink in, at least not to the extent we can get them to during this phase. During this phase, we also focus on session duration, which is essential. Anything we can do to keep your audience on YouTube longer by directing them to other videos or even getting them to watch an entire playlist of videos. Anything we can do there, we will focus on those strategies because the algorithm needs to know where your audience is based on time spent and subscribers gained. Early monetization is another exciting skill set we focus on during this phase. There are some preliminary steps we must take to achieve those small victories. So, what are the outcomes once you've done everything correctly during the traction phase? If you complete this phase and master it, you will be accepted into the YouTube Partner Program early on. It will not take any longer than this. Furthermore, during this phase, you will have mastered what we refer to as the key skill sets of the YouTube channel. This means you'll be good at titles, thumbnails, writing descriptions, and uploading. At this point, you will have achieved a high level of competence and established consistency. Now the next phase, which is phase 3, is Number 3. Momentum phase. The main goal of the momentum phase is to gain an audience. This is a simplified way of saying that you have proof of concept, and it is now time to prove that proof of concept by gaining an audience and seeing channel growth. The primary skill sets we're focusing on during this phase are first being able to predict success and plan pre-planned breakout videos. Because of the amount of experience we've had up to this point, we're starting to use our time much more wisely and understand whether or not the video will be a good video for your audience before we even produce it. Making the content memorable is the next skill set we'll learn, because this phase is about growing your audience. The more we can do to make our content memorable, the more likely our audience will tell others about your channel and return to watch videos. You will also learn how to tighten the content, making it good. What exactly do we mean by this? Making the editing and messaging more precise by taking less time to say the same thing and ensuring that the most important or best parts of our content are highlighted. So, what are some of the outcomes you can expect if everything goes well in this phase? First, some traditions will form, and people will start to recognize you by certain qualities. Whether or not these are explicit traditions, such as telling them to click the thumbs up button or your call for subscription, they are still reasons why your audience is aware of your channel. Because of the traditions, your audience will prefer your channel over the others. Another benefit of this phase is that your content quality will improve. You now have proof of concept and have been focusing a lot more on creating enjoyable or exciting videos for your audience to watch, so your content quality will improve. You will also begin to earn money from your channel through ad revenue, which will grow in tandem with your audience, which is very exciting. This is the stage at which you begin to see the results of your hard work on your channel. The fourth phase on the list is Number 4, revenue phase. The main goal of the revenue phase is to build your revenue streams. During this phase, we are laying the groundwork for more evergreen revenue in the future. There are YouTubers out there who say they don't care if they make money because it's just a hobby and passion, but I'm sure life would be even easier if you were making more money from your channel. Tell me in the comments how much easier your life would be if you were making money on YouTube. We already have an audience, and we need to start thinking about how to help them even more. Things start to get exciting because we are now creating a business with our YouTube channel. At this point, your YouTube channel begins to provide proof of concept that it can generate income and, as a result, reduces stress in other areas of your life. Making our primary and secondary income pipelines is the first skill set you will learn during this phase. We're working on ways to generate ongoing income from our YouTube channel. This includes making an information product, building a website with affiliate links, getting more subscribers on YouTube, looking into sponsorships, and more. The second skill set you will gain from this phase is the ability to sell on YouTube. This is huge for a lot of people. It is critical to be able to approach your audience and tell them to buy your merchandise or sign up for a specific affiliate link. The next skill set we are focusing on in this phase is collaborations. At this point, your channel will be ready for you to start reaching out to other people and building your channel in this manner. So what kind of results can you expect if you do everything correctly? You'll first notice increased revenue, which makes perfect sense. Because we are building those revenue streams in this phase, the amount you will start making will be more than the one you were making in the third phase. Another thing that will happen to your channel during this stage is that you will become well known. During this phase, your audience thinks of you as a real brand. As a result, companies looking to partner with you are beginning to think of you as a real brand and may start offering you sponsorships or affiliate opportunities, increasing your earning potential. It's important to know that most YouTubers don't rely on their AdSense revenue. By using sponsors and affiliate offers, YouTubers are able to multiply their income between 4 and 10 times as much as their AdSense revenue. The fifth and final phase is Number 5, authority phase. Your goal in the authority phase is to get full-time with your channel. The goal here is full-time income, regardless of whether you want to keep or quit your day job or other projects you are working on. You could stop doing everything else and be comfortable with your YouTube channel, which is the goal. During this phase, the entire dynamic of your channel, or any channel going through this, changes dramatically. The distinctions are sometimes subtle or hidden, but they are the distinctions that allow you to reach the milestones. What skill sets are we focusing on in this phase? The first is to identify and attract new audiences as needed. That is the first step if your channel still requires a specific audience size to generate the income we seek. The second skill set we are concentrating on is securing income sources. We built them out and started testing them in the previous phase, but we began to refine them in this phase. During this phase, we are also learning how to boost the performance of individual videos. We can start to get into the nitty-gritty of if we know a video is supposed to perform better. We can devote more time to tweaking, changing, and directing traffic to that video. Finally, we can begin to prioritize consistent branding both offline and online. What milestones will you reach if everything goes as planned during this phase? First, you will earn more money than you did in the previous phases. You can earn up to $4,000 plus per month because everything you've done so far has begun to pay off, including the revenue streams you're creating. Your audience loves you, and you begin to have sponsorship deals, affiliate income, and ad revenue. At this point, you can leave your regular job because your channel is finally proving to be everything you hoped it would be. For many people, simply reaching this point means the mission has been completed. However, some viewers may believe that you are ready to advance to the next level once you reach this point. If you're one of these people, you're prepared to take the next step. At this point, you can start to delegate tasks, build a team and other sources of income, and, if you want, grow your business. We'd love to hear what you think about this. Are you ready to begin following these phases? In addition, what phase is your channel currently in? Comment down below, let's engage. Are you ready to take your YouTube earnings to the next level? If you enjoyed this video and want to learn more about how to make money with YouTube cash cow channels, then you don't want to miss this exclusive offer. Our friend Matt Parr has put together a 100% free course that teaches you his secret growth tactics for making up to $30,000 each month online. And for a limited time, he's offering an exclusive upsell to his course. With this course, you'll get access to even more advanced strategies and techniques for maximizing your YouTube earnings. You'll learn how to create and monetize multiple cash cow channels, how to optimize your videos for maximum views and revenue, and much more. Don't miss this opportunity to take your YouTube success to the next level. Click the link below to learn more and sign up for the upsell now. You'll be glad you did. Now you know which phases to follow in order to create a successful YouTube channel. That, however, won't help you if you're interested in how to create viral YouTube videos for free with ChatGPT and Pictory. Watch the video on your screen if you really want to know how to make videos using artificial intelligence in 5 minutes. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.